Welcome to AI's Bookshelf, where every story is crafted by the latest in artificial intelligence technology. Each tale you'll encounter is the result of advanced algorithms and limitless imagination. Keep in mind, all resemblances to reality are purely coincidental. Please, sit back, relax, and let the artificial intelligence do the storytelling. Join us on this exciting adventure into the future of creativity.
The Vanished Heiress. Chapter 6, The Break-In. Detective Sarah Thompson was starting to feel the pressure of the Victoria Green case. She had been working on it for months and was no closer to finding any concrete answers. One night, Sarah received a call from the police department reporting a break-in at Marcus Lee's office. When Sarah arrived on the scene, she found that the office had been ransacked and several important files were missing. Sarah quickly realized that the break-in was connected to the Victoria Green case and that the culprit was likely trying to cover their tracks. She decided to take a closer look at the scene and see if she could find any clues. To her surprise, Sarah discovered that the break-in had been staged and that several of Marcus's files had been planted to mislead the investigation. She noticed that several of the files that were taken appeared to have been selectively chosen, and other important files that would have been equally valuable had been left behind. This led her to suspect that the break-in was an attempt to misdirect the investigation. It was clear that someone was trying to protect Marcus and keep the truth about his involvement in the case from coming to light. Sarah was determined to find out who was behind the break-in and why they were trying to protect Marcus. She started by interviewing Marcus's employees and anyone who had access to his office, but no one was willing to admit to anything. Despite the setback, Sarah remained determined to find the truth. She was convinced that the key to solving this case was hidden in the files that had been stolen, and she was determined to get them back. After Sarah discovered that the break-in had been staged, she reviewed the footage from the office's security cameras. Upon analyzing the footage, she noticed that John Reynolds was the only one who had left the office shortly before the break-in occurred. This raised Sarah's suspicion, and she decided to look into John's background and history with Marcus Lee more closely. During her investigation, Sarah uncovered evidence that John Reynolds had a long history of working with Marcus and had been involved in several of his shady business dealings. Sarah also learned that John had been struggling financially and was in debt to some dangerous individuals. All of these pieces of information led Sarah to believe that John Reynolds had likely been coerced or convinced by Marcus to stage the break-in in order to protect Marcus from being implicated in Victoria Green's disappearance. Eventually, after intense questioning and presenting the evidence against him, John Reynolds confessed to his involvement in the break-in and his attempts to cover up Marcus's involvement in the case. Sarah was shocked by this revelation, but she knew that she had to act fast. She arrested the employee and recovered the stolen files, which provided the evidence she needed to finally bring Marcus to justice. Despite the twists and turns of the case, Sarah never lost sight of her goal. She was determined to find out what had happened to Victoria Green and to bring those responsible to justice. And with the break-in and the recovery of the stolen files, she was finally one step closer to achieving her goal.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of AI's Bookshelf. We hope you enjoyed today's story. If you liked our content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And make sure to click on the bell button so you never miss a new episode. Your feedback and comments are always appreciated, so feel free to share your thoughts and propose new plot ideas for future episodes. Join us again soon for more unique and captivating stories, only on AI's Bookshelf. Until next time.